It's me, RJ, and today is finally getting a little better. I woke up this morning having a lot of conversations and doing a lot of figuring, and I'm ready to start moving forward. Thank you for joining me in my journey of mental health. Today is day 45, the second playthrough. Good morning, and thanks again for joining me. For those of you that have followed me over the past week or so, it's been really hard. I had a really bad crash about a week ago and ended up finding myself in a really bad depression that was siphoning all of my motivation. I am still in this point, but I am at a point where I'm finally moving forward. I talked about the last few days about how I'd hit a point where I didn't think I could confidently move forward in the direction I was going and get to where I needed to be. And after a few days of thinking, ultimately I was right. So I talked yesterday about how, or a few days ago anyways, I had a video called Game Over. It was basically me saying just this, that I'd gotten to a point where I actually had to start back fresh and relook at things because I'd gotten off track, and that thought was really negative, and it hung on me for a long time because ultimately I'd felt like a failure. But I, as I said, I've got a lot of people close to me and this and that, so I talked myself at least through the failure part and said, okay, you know what, I maybe wasn't as successful in the first run as I wanted, but I'm definitely not a failure, and let's just start over and try again with a little bit of a different view. And ultimately, I think even with that, I was on a little bit wrong of a mindset. I like to use some video game analogies, and I was kind of looking at this as an old school, let's say Nintendo or Sega based game, where I got into a point where, and all of us would know these fights. I'm going to say I believe it's a level 7 snake fight on Battletoads, where you play the game over and over and over and over and over, but there's always that one boss or that one stop that you always run out of lives, and you always die, and you always have to start over, and you have to start over from scratch. And I had somebody reach out yesterday, and or a couple days ago, and they put a comment on that post with just a different mindset. And they'd said that maybe I should be thinking about it as more of a modern video game with, multiple story arcs and multiple playthroughs, and maybe it wasn't as much that I'd failed, but maybe I'm going for, this isn't one that I'm going to play a bunch of games. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to get my platinum trophy, and I'm going to really master this game. So maybe this was just my first trial playthrough. Maybe this was me starting, and I wasn't doing a lot of the side work, and I wasn't really paying attention or focusing on getting all of those, the little achievements and trophies and secrets. But I really just wanted to go through the game once. I wanted to go start to finish and play through it and really see the story, and it was a really good time. As I said, I ultimately didn't get out of this journey what I wanted at this point, but as I said, spending the summer with my daughter, the relationships I've built, the work that I've gained outside of myself has been unbelievably good. So ultimately this is my second playthrough, but my other one was successful, and this time I'm going to go for a little bit more of the achievements and find out a little bit more about what is in this world other than just that first direction I took. But with that, guys, thank you so much. If you guys have found this video helpful, if you think it'll help give somebody the courage to begin talking about their mental health, or if you guys have a comment, like it, share it, ding the bell. Don't forget, if you have a question, comment or send me a PM. I'll message you guys back. And follow me at Hello It's Me RJ _ on Facebook, Instagram, and right here on YouTube. Always remember, the first step to mental health is talking about it, even if it's with yourself. Thanks for joining me in day 45, second playthrough. My name is RJ, and you guys have an awesome day.